season. As for Dane Hoyard, it marked his 15th, but he also now ties Chris Duclair for the team lead in goals this season with 8. They had initially given it to Ryan Kusler, who was not out on the ice during that time, so that just needs to be adjusted. It was Hoyard's goal after he picked up the loose puck in the blue paint back in that second period to start just a few minutes in. 8:30 left to go here in the first. The Jacks didn't have any periods yesterday in which they tallied double-digit shots. They were outshot after 60 minutes, 29-23. Their highest shooting period was the second with 9. Played out past the red line by the Wranglers. Chasing after it is Chonchukov. And the Jacks successfully clear. As the Wranglers have puck possession, they slide it forward right onto the waiting stick of Prohornikovs. They will roll into the left corner, where bodies collide as they are fighting relentlessly to dig away at the frozen rubber. Chopping it forward and out were the Jacks as they have it far side. They gain the red line and dump it deep as they send on 5 new skaters. And some new legs in white jerseys as well touch the ice as it's played across to Bezic. Bezic turns over the puck on the far side. Bankier trying to come forward to help out. Amarillo will collect it and swipe it out of their zone. Bankier pivots the other way. He's being pressed right now. Turns it over. There's a player out in front, and getting his paddle on it was Proctor. And it's brushed over to the right corner. Coming away with it is Amarillo. They have it in the right circle, and great stick check by the Jacks. As that was Hughes getting his twig on the opposition. Under 7 to go here in the first period. Whipping one into the left mitt was good. And getting the whistle as Guchar for a halt to play. The lone goal scorer, Aiden Carney from Paradise Valley, Arizona. After a weird deflection in which Proctor was making the initial, or reading the initial save, it just kind of sat there in his crease, and waiting at the top of it was Carney to easily score and make it a 1-0 Wranglers lead, and that's where we sit with under 7 left. Polk slides it across to Tallene, who will twist one out of his zone with some help. Sets it up for Duclair. He jumps around the defense. He has it far side. Head fakes. Tries a pass in front. And it will skip back up to the top of the point, where it's backhanded across. And a firing shot hit a body in front. And dumping that one deep is Carney for a change, as Amarillo has it below the goal line. Good press by Odessa as they come away with the puck, and this one looks like it's going to be a head against Odessa. Number 4, Trevor Tallene. .607 left to go here in period number 1. Jacks out shooting the Wranglers 7-5. But the most dangerous power play team in the league is out on the ice right now. It's the first Kenner Printing penalty kill this season. Or not this season, I apologize about that. This game for Odessa. As they fire a shot in front, covered up by Proctor. Trying to set up the screen and hope for a rebound was Cleary. He doesn't get it. As he had those kind of garbage goals yesterday, and by garbage I mean it's that hard-fought area that you're working against the defense at the top of the crease and trying to screen the netminder. Draw is to the right of Proctor, one back by Odessa and launched around from corner to corner. Is kept alive by Amarillo. A second crack at it for the Jacks as Evan Orr launched it deep. Having the set up and go the other way with it are the Wranglers. Cleary across the logo, near side to Shimizi. O'Hare will rim it around the stanchion. Picked up by Peterson. Just below the right blue line. Intercepted by Hoyer, who sends it cross ice to O'Hare. With it, and entering his spinner, he's the lone man in, near side. He's still patiently waiting, fires it right into a waiting Manzo, who will intercept it. And stick handling as he enters first. He's got Marshall behind him. He almost weaved his way in for a shot. Lost the handle on it, and regrouping are the Wranglers. As waiting behind his netminder is Prohornkovs. Under 5 to play here in the first. 45 seconds left on the man advantage, as Tallene had a 2-minute minor for head contact. Pass back to the top of the point. Settled down by Campbell. Pass to Scrastins. Back up top to Russell now. Scrastins across. It will actually ricochet off of Campbell's leg and back out to the neutral zone. Having the re-enter are the Wranglers. 20 seconds left on their first man advantage here in game number 2, as Duclair sends it back to the defense, and it's whipped deep by Devorny. Under 10 now on the man advantage for the Wranglers. This has been a very well-defended penalty kill so far. As Duclair retrieves it near side. And we go back to even strength. Great kill by the Jacks. The first look on the penalty killing unit. With it, passes it to the slot. Fortunately rode off the stick of Tandon Begier. Draped back to Boak. As he's backpedaling, head up, looking for options, sends it near side. Hustling after it, Skusely tries to tuck it far side and just put too much air under it as it went wide. And walk the tightrope at the blue line, right circle. They pass it across. No room for Kusler to shoot. Sends it for Boak. He rips one into the traffic, and it did deflect wide. Time on attack again, mounting for Odessa. Boak across to the right circle. This one will carry him into the left corner after initial shot from the right side. They will once again keep it alive. Boak will attempt a slap shot from just below the blue line. They regroup again. We're with it now. A forehand shot gloved by Guchar, allowing the Wranglers to make a change, as they definitely had some tired legs out there. 3 minutes left to go here in the opening period. A 1-0 Amarillo lead, and this is the Jacks team that I'm more familiar with seeing here for this 2021-22 season. This is the team that I'm used to seeing on the road. I know they haven't had as many home games as road games, but they win the offensive zone draw. They send it across, and they launch it off the end wall. Bush down in front, a quick snapping knee shot from Yates, and it is covered by Guchar. They've been adjusting very well to this Wranglers squad on the fly. Not too much tape on Amarillo. Again, it's only the first weekend series between these two teams, and Amarillo now atop the South Division, so everybody is now hunting them. Jacks looking to regain it here in Game 2. They once again win the draw, but paint it back out to center ice. As they snap it D to D near side, they are past the red line with a tip. As chasing after, it's Russell. He's being pestered. They go far side and actually caroms into Good's body, so collecting it are the Jacks. As they send it D to D near side. Right to the stick of Good. He's negated from moving north with it. And a turnover the other way. Far side is Shimizi. They don't get a shot off. They will ride the yellow trim as he drapes it low. And it's chipped off the plexi and out back to center ice as it will trickle into the Wranglers territory. Play near side to Sofo. And tipping it deep is Shimizi. 18 minutes gone here in period number 1. 9 shots on the board for the Jacks. 6 for the Wranglers. They lead 1-0. O'Hare, top. Picked off by the Wranglers, and they send it to their leading scorer. That will glide wide of Proctor's net. It will dribble back out to center ice, picked up by Odessa as they streak through center ice. They send it back to O'Hare, who gets bodied against the boards near side. Great work down low. They trying to feed it into the slot. And a penalty called against Odessa. Frustration. I believe that was Hoyard on the call. Didn't like it as he launched the frozen rubber into the boards on the far side. .124 remaining here in period number 1. And another power play opportunity for the Wranglers as the period is in the waning seconds, or the waning minute and change. The Jacks had a very good first Kenner Printing penalty kill here in game number 2. Let's see if they can replicate that success. And if they are able to do so, there will be carryover into the second period as a great save by Proctor has the puck go to the far side. High sticking called against Dane Hoyer. Proctor getting back up to 2 feet. Sent right below the Bud Light logo as they snap it to Scraston's. Right-handed shot. Trying to create some space along the near side. They send it to Russell. Open ice on the far side. Near side, and the Scranston shot goes wide as they go from circle to circle. With it out in front again, there's a down Jackalope player where the puck is out on the far side. I don't see a call or a hand. As Boak is livid with number 6 in white Glams Prohornkovs. I think that's Tallene on the far side. Still on one knee. 42 seconds flat left to go here in the opening period. 1:19 left to go on Hoyard's 2-minute minor for high sticking. I think Tallene is showing the ref that he's bleeding. I don't know if he caught a high stick to the face. And I think that's what the Jacks bench want. That's what they're gesturing to the referee. But again, only one ref, 2 linesmen, and Chavez is the only one that can make the penalty call. And if he doesn't see it, it's not going to get called, unfortunately, to the dismay of many, not just in camo jerseys, but that are sitting down here at the Ector County Coliseum cheering on the Jackalopes. Draw win all the way back. Will be set up by Peterson behind Guchar. Now with just 30 seconds left in the opening period. Cleary far side with it. He'll pump the brinks, snap it near side to Peterson. He does have a shooting lane as guarding him was Kusler as he drapes it below the goal line. Glove down to the ice on the far side. Cleary with it. Sends it back up top. Snapped near side to Peterson. He doesn't shoot. 10 to play here in the first. And he sits on it. They turn it over, trying to knock it for a breakaway, and another short-handed are the Jacks. Or with it across. Right to the goal. Score! Chris Duclair short-handed goal with 1.7 seconds left in the opening period. Tie game, Jacks. Back-to-back short-handed goals for the Jacks this weekend. And Chris Duclair still leads the team in goals, now with 9 in his NAHL debut season. 38 seconds left to go. That was a tremendous performance at the top of the Jacks blue line that created that turnover. A Wrangler player wiped out. Play went the other way. It looked like a hold off that what would have been a monumental 2-on-1 as an Amarillo player did have it momentarily, turned it over, or was able to find Duclair wide open on the right circle. And the Canadian native does not miss from there as he makes it a 1-1 game, pulling the Jacks back in it. And what will essentially be a tie game once again heading into the first intermission, as they adjust the clock to put 2.5 seconds back up instead of 1.7. And that was the Jacks' 10th shot of the game, so they finally have a period this weekend in which they have got the frozen rubber onto Guichar's area 10 times. Duclair right back out for the draw. Amarillo with it. Just 1 second left. They will look to just wind out the clock, and doing so. Another shorthanded goal. And an even strength one that again kind of caught Proctor funny off of a deflection as the puck was just sitting in the blue paint. As Aiden Carney had all day to score the game's first goal. But just in the final seconds, they make it they put it as 2.5 on the clock. So Duclair, shorthanded style, his 9th goal in his NAHL season. Again, the rookie leading the team in goals this season. What a tremendous first period, especially, again, how things kind of fell apart very quickly out of nowhere in that second period. In yesterday's game, much better defensively already so far, I can tell you that, and especially on the penalty killing unit, scoring another shorthanded goal. Not sure what was said after the game yesterday in the locker room or what was said going into today's game, but this is a much different Jacks team, and especially one that I've seen a lot more so on the road. Again, they have played more road games, are in the second of 12 straight here at the Ector County Coliseum. Next week is off for the Jacks. It's one of their only 2 bye weeks all season long. The only other one will be at the end of February. But after next week, they'll host the Shreveport Mudbugs, and then that will carry them into December, where they will host a 3-3 series for the first weekend of December against the El Paso Rhinos, a very heated rivalry between the Jacks and the Rhinos already brewing in the Rhinos' inaugural NAHL season. Then after that, they'll face New Mexico, who I'm assuming by then will surely still be around this top 3 conversation between Amarillo, Odessa, and them. As again, the Ice Wolves and Jackalopes are tied with one another for second place in the South Division. After that, they'll face off against the Ice Rays, and we'll conclude things on New Year's Eve against the Rhinos once again to end that season series. 1-1 after 20 minutes of play here in game number 2 of Military Appreciation Weekend. Stay tuned on Hockey TV or on YouTube Live. Again, Chris Duclair, 2.5 seconds left, short-handed, assisted by Evan Orr. A one-timer blast from the right circle, finding Twine past Max Guchar, who is tied with Tackett's, the New Jersey Titans netminder, for the most wins in the NAHL. He has a record of 10-3. And again, he's only allowed 13 goals so far on his 7-game win streak. So he has not only had very little pucks go past him, but he's had some defensive help as well. That was a defensive breakdown on a power play opportunity. That is the best power play in the league at 28%. Entering today's game, they were at 27 yesterday. They went 3 for 8 on the man advantage in game number 1 yesterday. The Jacks are just a little over a dozen seconds away or so from killing off the second straight man advantage for the Wranglers here in game number 2. Stay tuned on Hockey TV. We're on YouTube Live. We'll be back with the second period.